Welcome back to Football Manager 2024 with Rushall Olympic, Diamond in the Rough. So we currently sit atop the Veronema League with 82 points. Rockdale's in second with 76, and Barnett's in third with 75, but a game at hand. So we do have at least 6 points clear of currently the second place team. Doesn't look like Swindon Town or any of the other teams have really a shot at making it. So it's going to be down to us three. Currently, our bank balance is pretty good. We're around 540, which I do like, largely due to gate receipts and obviously the lack of player salaries. We make around 15,000 just off of that. Not even mentioning like merchandise and stuff like that, but staff salaries isn't even that much either, and non-soccer costs is not too crazy. But overall, we ends up spending 20,000 and we make around 30. So I do like that balance. We should be profitable over the long haul, and I mean, largely due to the Brighton 3-1 loss that we end up having last episode, and then Brackley Town as well, when we end up beating them at home, was pretty good for us in terms of the financial aspect of it. But then we went on to win 3 straight games 2-0. Mantum just destroying Swindon Town by himself. He ends up scoring a pen and then scores at the very end of extra time there. Then you have Brady, who ends up getting a goal as well, and Rowe doing pretty well, and then Havenhand getting 2 against us spending more. And then we ended up tying against the bottom team, so it's kind of depressing. We did beat them in XG like by a pretty sizable amount, as you can kind of see based on the ratings that we end up having here. This guy coming in through our youth there, we ended up signing him earlier this season, and he's just kind of been playing around our under 21, and we decided to call him up. We have a couple players like that just because we need so many players with rest. We then end up beating Harrogate Town. We end up winning 2-1. Barrett scored the go-ahead goal. I think it was a header from a corner, and I mean, it is pretty fitting considering Harrogate or their manager ended up destroying us and saying that we don't play exciting football. So we definitely had to show them what was what. Interesting to see that they did say that we were going to fight for relegation there at 150 to 1 odds. But I feel as though they're way off by that. I feel as though they end up kind of slighting us. Player of the match, though, Havenhand has around 8. Hanbury has around 13 shutouts. So, I mean, those are mainly the reason why we're doing so well. He is currently between 90 and 160. So, I mean, next season, if someone comes in and gives us a bid, we might be tempted to do it just because we can probably do a decent amount with that amount of money. And obviously, we'll do a clause as well, so we get a percentage if he ever sells for anything. Makuna has 10 assists as well. But the interesting part that I looked at before is we do have two in the top 20, so that is massive. Havenhand with 14 goals in around 30 games. He really only playing 20 to start, and then Amalu playing around 22 games. He has 12 goals. So Havenhand is clearly the better striker in my opinion. I don't see anyone else really jumping out for us, but that is still pretty insane when you end up thinking about it. This is obviously going to be our best finish this season, but over the next little while, let's take a look at the schedule before we end up jumping in. So we're going to do, for this episode, we're going to do walking. They're in our division as well, so 5th round, which means that there's probably only around 2 or 3 more rounds after this. And then we'll probably end up playing maybe Chelmsford or Dorking. One of these games, or even maybe Barnet. We might play Barnet because that one might matter. Reese Hall Johnson. Why does that name sound familiar? Okay, it doesn't. Well, I guess we'll play one of these games anyways. One of the next couple ones, depending on how well we're doing for that. But we might skip Barnet and do that next episode if we end up coming back for that. But I feel as though we might do that now. Attendance doing pretty decent. We're slowly climbing up around 1,500 is kind of the going rate there. This one was around 2,000. So let's jump to the cup game and see if we can manage to get a result here. This is a squad that we picked for the cup game. We're switching it up a little bit. Hanbury's in goal, Woodthorpe, Besford, Cushienza, and Barrett as our back line. We have Taylor, Maloney, and Brady as our mid, and then Summers, and then a new, recently signed player called Cook. He is more of an attacking central midfielder there, and then we have Jones as well up front. We do have Mukuna, Amalu, and Havenhand on our bench, which are primed to go at any point. But we do need to have a decent amount of rotation just for this team, especially if we're going to try and compete for numerous things. I would love to win the cup, and I would love to be promoted as well. So that's definitely the focus that we end up having. The last couple games, we have 4 wins and a draw, and Maloney actually playing more often than what I thought. And currently Walking has 3 ties, a win, and a loss. So hopefully we can put on the misery to them. We are home as well, and Jones did score the last game, I believe. So I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to do pretty well. Cushienza looks like he has the captain armband as well. I do like to see that. He is definitely going to be someone who's going to be with us for the long haul. And then Besford, I think, is making his debut. I think he's just a youngster. I think he's around 17 or 18. I think he's only a 1-star, so I'm really hoping that Walking is not playing their starters here, because I feel as though we definitely need to be a little bit smart about this. But looks like they almost go ahead there, but no shot on target, so I do like that. We don't really have anything going offensively as of yet. But hopefully that changes in this highlight here. Woodthorpe with it to Summers, and then to Jones. Jones doesn't even hop for that. Barrett can't get it on target. And it looks like it's still going to be 0-0. Possession battle, we're also losing as well. So disappointed all around, but I feel as though that's what I've come to expect with these kind of ones. But Brady getting injured is not ideal. So early on. Potential foot injury. You know what? Let's mix it up a little bit. We'll move in this guy at his natural position. We'll put Havenhand for Brady. We'll kind of go a little bit more attacking for this. And it looks like it's almost going to cost us as soon as we do that. So, but nobody else looks tired except for Summers. He might be the other one that has to go, but Jones can always slot on the attacking left as well. And same thing with Maloney. Maloney can always go more offensive. And it looks like we concede so quickly after doing that changes. So we might want to change from positive to balanced. We're going to demand more. It looks like the guy who assisted it, Packham, is out. And we're just getting an onslaught here. I thought this team was supposed to be bad. We're almost conceding 2 goals there. Thank God we don't. And it looks like we're still battling it here, so thank God we don't go down 2 goals. We're gonna have to have a serious team talk at halftime though. And probably put in Amalu as well at the top. And maybe even Mukuna. Maybe Havenhand just goes up. I might put Mukuna on the wing. And thank God it hits the post. We could have easily conceded there as well. They have 10 shots, only 1 on target. Yeah, we're not doing anything offensively. So, no, what the hell? This is ridiculous. Our assistant coach really needs a wake-up call, that's for sure. Can this guy can play in the mid. Okay. Huh. Luke Cook, not even tired. So I find that interesting as well. Let's mix it up here a little bit. I do want Havenhand up front. That gives us the best chance there. Jones can play there for now. And then Makuna will probably come in after. So let's make that initial change, but it feels as though Jones is going to get subbed off too. Makuna is going to definitely change this game for sure for us. And doesn't look like anything's happening now, but it's a quick highlight just after the start of the second, and I don't like the prospect of us conceding again. Our home fans aren't very happy, but we do have a decent turnout for this game. And it looks like they're just piling on us. I'm not exactly sure what sub we have to do to kind of fix this, but doesn't look like it's necessarily defensive. It looks like it's kind of mid. So we might want to even move someone down to the mid. We'll do it more so at the 50. I'm going to kind of see how this plays out for now. Because if we end up getting ahead, I do like our chances. And Barrett scores. Better not be offside. Okay, good. We tie it up, so it does look like we do have a chance here. I don't even know how we end up getting to that, but Barrett ends up scoring there. We end up scoring on a set piece, which is huge. Yeah, I don't even know who had that. Oh, they headed it to us. Okay, that makes more sense. But their XG's around 2 goals. Oh my god. It feels though we just might want to see their formation. Obviously, we'll change things up if we end up going ahead here. So let's pause that. I want to see how their formation is. Okay. And I don't know if they made their subs yet. But we might want to make ours. So we'll take off Jones, put in Makuna here, and Makuna can play left as well. So we'll do that, and then we'll put Havenhand here and put Omlu up front. Feels though that's the best bet that we can do. If only Cook could play midfield. So the fact they can't play mid kind of does put a little damper on it. But I feel as though that addition should help. But they're just changing around their formation, so I feel as though this is our time to strike here. We do have a decent chance here. Woodthorpe with it, gets headed away. And then we get a chance. Taylor can't seem to hit it down. Very disappointing, actually. And it looks like we're now turning on the attack. Makuna can't do it. Oh my god. So that's two straight chances, and we can't seem to get it on. But we are coming back in terms of offense for sure. But this is where we are going to lack it a little bit. Oh my god, I thought we were going to screw that up. I don't know what Makuna's doing there. Makuna should have kept it, not header it. I feel as though a lot of those judgment calls are pretty common that ends up happening with us. But I think us switching to balance did help us. And Omlu's not heading it either is also pretty infuriating. But 74 minutes in, it might go straight to pens. I do like our chances when it goes to pens though, because we at least have two strikers on right now. I don't like the Brady injury though, in terms of long term. So I'll have to kind of monitor that as well. Taylor looks like he's starting to gas as well. But it does look like they have at least 2 players that are gassing. Andrew's the one that's playing the best. Seems like he's starting to gas for them. And oh my god, good save by Hanbury. I thought that was destined to be a goal. Makuna now with the chance here, plays it back to Taylor. Taylor loses it. Makuna now with it. You better finish it. Oh my god, he puts it over and doesn't even get it on target. Oh my god, Makuna's having a bad game today. I'd rather him shake it off now. Hanbury seems to be making a lot of mistakes like that. And don't concede. Good block. Besford ends up getting in front of it. But this is going to be pretty draining for us for sure. I don't like the fact that we're having to try so hard in this game. It looks like they're killing time now. So it doesn't look like they want to win in regulation. But they end up getting another corner within like within a minute from the last one. And yeah, it looks like we're just conceding corners at this point. 88 minutes. Oh my god. Hanbury gets to it. Good thing, good thing. So we should probably encourage them. It's going to be the highlight of the extra time, it looks like. Omlu with a chance here. Can't quite get it. Yaskalainen ends up turning it away. We do have a chance here, but I kind of doubt it. We typically don't score after that highlight. Feels though that was the one that they're going to showcase. But Maloney's killing time even worse than what they were doing before. And it looks like it's going straight to pens. I don't feel comfortable with Makuna, but I mean Woodthorpe, Hanbury, Cook for sure, Maloney for sure, Omlu, and Havenhand. Alright, let's kind of mix it up here. Feels like Makuna has to go third. I didn't realize that our pens were so bad at this. So let's see if we can do it. Hanbury should be good for it. And Maloney ends up getting the first one. Here's where Hanbury can shine. Lewis now steps up. He ends up scoring. It's 1-1. Cook now, on his debut, can show his importance for us. Puts it in. Good composure there. I do like that. And then Moss here. Should have probably done Cushienza. I didn't even realize that. Puts it in right in the middle. Hanbury didn't even have to move for that, but it is what it is. Kuna now has a chance to set the record straight. And he ends up guessing the right spot for it. Sutton now. Hanbury just needs a save here. Can't quite get it. They end up picking the same spot as Makuna. And Omlu now here with a chance. Omlu hasn't really taken any pens as far as I know. Just absolute rocket. It looked like Yaskalainen jumped for it, but is more of a startling jump. Suarez, Hanbury ends up getting it. Looked like it was destined to go in though. So Hanbury ends up saving it. We can win it here with Havenhand. And all we need to do is score. And I don't want to say what's in my head right now. Havenhand scores. I don't think we've missed a pen as of yet. So we've won another pen. Fantastic. Good stuff. And I mean, what? That was them, right? Yeah, they were 3-5-3 towards the end. So we end up counting ourselves lucky here. But we do end up moving forward, and we get money for it as well, which is even the better spot. I'm just hoping that Brady is not hurt for too long. And we get 6K. So we'll look at the finances there. 557, so pretty sizable amount from that game. And here's a moment of truth. 3 to 4 months, broken ankle. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god, this is gutting. He's been one of our best players this whole season. Oh no, and we can't even terminate his loan. Oh, but we are paying 0 for it. Okay. That's so disappointing. So it looks like Cook is gonna have to learn midfield. For sure. Hopefully he can learn it quickly, but that is so disappointing. See if there's a draw right after. I feel as though it's not. Oh, it is. So we get a chance to see who we're going to end up playing. They want Dorchester. I don't really care who we get. Hartlepool, Chester. So we end up getting Chester. So a league below. I would have rather Dulwich Hamlet, but looks like we could face the worst two teams in the next round. So quarterfinals, yeah, there's still only the semis after this as well. Finances for this is, look, rules for the quarters, we end up getting 7.5 when we win. Next one is 15, and then 60 for the eventual winners. So I do like our odds here. Chester is currently in third place though, so much better than what I would have expected. So we might end up having to put our foot forward there. But kind of disappointing that one of our players is injured, and one of the guys that we end up relying on so hardly. So let's jump into the next game, and I mean, hopefully it doesn't end up hurting us too much. So this is our squad for the Barnet game. We have Hanbury in goal, Ollie, Cullinan, Barrett, and Cushienza as our back line. We have Rowe, Mantum, and Summers as our mid, and Makuna and Havenhand are going to start as our wingers, and then we have Omlu up front. There's only around 8 games left, so this could be the deciding factor of whether or not we get instantly promoted, and whether or not we end up winning the league. I mean, if we end up we kind of keep this run, we should definitely be able to do it no problem. I'm curious to see how Barnet's been doing. They have 3 wins, a loss, and a tie. So I'd be kind of curious to see how well they end up doing. We don't really need to look at the table in this game. We can just look at their team anyways. I don't like how the jerseys are so close to the same color. It's not showing their health as of yet, but I am kind of curious. We did have to play recently, and I ended up having to rotate our whole squad just so they could come back for this game. Just because we definitely want the win. I mean, there's no point playing for a tie. There's no point doing anything. We need rotation, and we need the wins to start coming, especially against a team that's fighting for the same thing. We are clear by around like 5 points anyways. So even though a loss here doesn't really change that much, but a win here certainly does. Because then we'd be up by 8, and I mean, wow, we almost got it there. I don't know how it got a goal kick, but I mean, so far not too much happening in this game. 8 minutes in. And yeah, I think we're definitely feeling the loss of Brady for sure. We end up signing some replacements, but I don't know how well they're going to do from them. How the hell is that? That was a pen? I don't get it. Hanbury ends up saving it, but this is just some type of BS for sure. Can see the corner with the result of the save. And Kanu almost scores again. Hanbury managed to stop it. So another corner. We are home as well here, so we should have the advantage there. Yeah, it does look like they did have to rotate as well. I'm just curious if they rotated a lot, because they won 6-1 against a team that we ended up winning 3-0 against. Ollie now with the chance here. Can he find Havenhand? Havenhand right to their keeper. Hanbury's already at 8.0. That pen definitely does at least 1 or 2 points for it for sure. And it looks like it's just non-stop highlights from them. I don't understand how that went in. Kanu ends up heading it. Hanbury seemed to like hit it upwards, and somehow it found the back of the net. Either that or he's very short. I went right through his arms. So that's rather disappointing, I will say. Let's demand more. We definitely gotta get back into this. can't, oh my god. Then we just give it up too cheaply again. Mantum now finds Amalu, and Amalu puts it in. I feel as though our team talk's definitely going to piss them off, though, because we did demand more just after that. So we did score immediately after Kushienza to Mantum, and then Mantum with the amazing vision to Amalu. And Amalu knows exactly what to do as soon as he gets in the box. Yeah, it feels like we definitely pissed them off. Times it perfectly. I don't know. That could have been offside as well. So we end up scoring within a minute after. So I feel as though they're going to be confused once the demand more ends up sitting in. But I'm really hoping that we end up taking advantage of it and get the goal here. Barrett to Mantum. That should have been a pen. That looked like it was a handball. Walker ends up collecting it. Around 23 minutes, and it seems like there's going to be tons of highlights in this game. Seems like it's taking a little bit longer than what it normally does. At least Hewitt's somewhat injured, so he's probably going to have to get subbed for them. I'm just hoping we can take advantage of his knock right now. Makuna now with it. That looked like it was a pen as well. It looked like a slide. So we end up getting the corner here, but I feel as though nothing's going to happen from it. And we hand it. Oh my god. That's two fouls in the box. One on our end, one on their end. And it looked like Hanbury kind of moved the ball into the goal. Omlu with it now. Great header by Havenhand. Somehow he doesn't know what to do with it there. Should have finished it like he did before. Summers now with the corner. Amalu. Feels like that would be a... Yeah, obviously it's an offside. It's always an offside on the corner. It's rather annoying. I mean, we are leading in everything. We just gotta take advantage of them now. I'm kind of scared if we don't go up at halftime. There we go. Summers with it. Surprised they didn't call an offside there. But great vision, great passing. This is definitely the team that we need to be. Cullinan finds Ollie, and then Thompson to Makuna, and then a give and go back to Summers, and he just ends up burying it off the post, and that's all she wrote. 2-1, we're up, and I do like that. But yeah, let's see the replay again. Yeah, onside by a mile. And yeah, just buries it right off the post. We are losing possession battle, actually. Summers with the free kick. Oh my god, that was beauty. Almlu now finishes it. He's got 2. It looks like we're running away with this. And I've never seen them do that before. That was a great vision there from Summers. I really like Summers. Was Summers the guy that was injured for half the season? I feel as though he might have been. No, he's played 28 games. It can't be him. I think he just features on the wing more often, but he is a pretty good central mid for sure. And I feel as though we're going to try and keep him there as often as possible. So we go into the half up 3-1. XG's pretty close. And we just gotta maintain here. We can just hold it. We're top of the league, and nothing close. So at the league table, that would make us, 8 points clear. And then Rockdale would be 9 points. And is Rockdale winning? Rockdale's winning 2-1 against Hartlepool. I don't even know Hartlepool. Oh, they're in 15th place. Oh, we gotta make a sub now. 66 minutes in. Didn't even really realize that. Havenhand, I don't want to take off. Everyone's playing so well up front. Kushienza is going to come off. Is Partington good? Yeah, I guess he can play there for now. Who else do we? I guess Callum Jones could. Maloney. take off Summers now. And maybe Ollie Scott should come off for Evans. No, definitely not. Oh, he's center. Why does it say he's fullback then? Why is it yellow then? Whatever, we'll just get him to defend. That should be it. 66 minutes. And it looks like we're coasting. 11 shots, 6 on target. Yeah, we're definitely leading the way. XG, we're just ahead of them. And possession-wise, they're just a little bit ahead of us. Partington finds Mantum to Havenhand. Let's see if we can get the hat trick. I thought that went in for a second. Goes for a goal kick. Looks like we win that battle again. Amalu to Havenhand. See if set him up for the hat trick. Partington, good pass to Mantum. And surprisingly, they're giving him a lot of confidence for a guy that's kind of making his debut here. Makuna now with it, almost puts it in. Stopped by Walker. It could easily be 4-1 right now. And Rockdale is up 4-2 now, so the gap is it's not as much, but this can do a lot for us. Chance to finish it strong. Looks at the end of it. This is probably the last play here. They're probably going to clear it, and then that's all she wrote. Walker with it. Yeah, and I think they're just going to accept defeat here. Clears it, and that is it. 3-1, not bad from conceding very early. Especially, it could have gone a different direction with the penalty and then them scoring. But it does look like we managed to gain our composure and definitely ended up running with it for sure. Yeah, that was good for everyone. I always get afraid that I'm going to click the wrong thing there. We move top of the table, or we stay top of the table. We expand our lead there. And I feel as though, I mean, let's take a look at our schedule here. Who do we have to play next? We have Moores, Chester for the Cup, Dagenred, Torquay. Oldham's probably our hardest one. Hartlepool is 15th, and then Gateshead. So yeah, Gateshead and Oldham might be the two hardest ones that we end up having for the rest of the season. So yeah, those 9 points, 8 points are going to prove very crucial there. So we're going to end up we'll leave the quarterfinals there. If we end up making it through, we'll come back for the semis, and then we'll end up playing probably the whole course of the rest of the trophy if we end up making it to the final, and then we'll end up playing the last couple days and see if we can secure promotion there. Hopefully you guys like watching this so far. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and thank you all for watching.